All right, guys, we're back. We're back. We're back for another Dokkan Battle video, and I promised I would do a video, going over the comments, because so this is the video I did yesterday. Here, let's head over here, right? So this is a video I did. Global players, for context, were very upset. It was not like one or two people. Like, I was getting a reply from someone who was like, "Oh, are these upset global players in the room with us?" It's like, bro, yeah, look around, they're everywhere. Yeah, people were really mad that global, for Beast Gohan and the LR Gammas, we're not getting these discounts right here, which are the best kind of like discounts deals in Dokkan history. I do not think that there's anything above this that both Gogeta's banner and Broly's banner had. So these were the best. So global players were very upset about that, which justified. But the thing is then it turned, like, global players, like, a lot of them, again, I'm not trying to generalize just global players, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like, you understand what I mean. Like, blah, 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 blah. They got ahead of steam, and they started saying the celebration sucked, the celebration was mid, the celebration was dry, it's a global shaft. And the point here, again, I mean, because my point's just, people just don't care. Like, they have their thoughts, and that's all they're razor focused on. But Global getting the same Beast Gohan banner as JP is not a shaft. That's what the title is. This title pissed people off, but it's literally a factual statement. Getting the same treatment as JP Dokkan is not a global shaft. Period. End of story. So that is what that is. Now, again, I got very ranty. I was screaming. I was calling people idiots. All the stuff in this, right? And I did promise that I would do a video going over comments, because I knew people would be upset. So it's like, let's go over comments. Let's see what people, because I want to get people's counter arguments on screen, right? So I'm making all these points. Let's see what the arguments against them are. I like giving people the ability to just get it up right on screen, right? Now, I was going to record this last night at like 11 p.m. before the banners dropped, but I was actually a little tired, so I laid down for a bit before the banners dropped, and it's probably a good thing I did, because Global was getting discounts. So, I mean, it's all of the whining and crying, and unfortunately, I mean, it was whining and crying. It was, truly. Was pointless, because there's this. Now, these are not as good as what let Global had for part 1, but, I mean, again, you want to know what JP had? None of this shit. At all. And you want to know when they've ever had it? Never in the fucking game's history ever, right? Like, I understand there's been issues for Global at times, legitimate issues that are totally fair and valid to complain about, but this notion that poor global players, oh my god, Global, it's so tough being global, like, enough. It's no. Global does get really good damn treatment at times, right? There are bullshit moments, but this more than makes up for it. I mean, not even talking about the tickets, which are elite, mega elite. Look at this. Step 1, 30 stones. Step 2, 35 stones. Step 3, 45 stones. Now, that only happens once, because after you do those first 3, it's just 50, 50, 50, a free one, and then, right, you get the tickets, stuff like that. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I'm 97% sure I'm correct that JP has never had this. Just like these, like, discounted multis right here, JP's never even had that. Whereas Global gets that all the time. Global, again, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, Global, like, Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Fat Boo show up. JP has 50, 50, 50 free multi, and Global, the first 3 get the 30, 35, 45. Like, there's times all over. That's why when the sync happens, I don't think that, oh no, us global players, we lose all of our advantages. Bro, I think Global is just gonna keep all the shit and JP gets nothing. That's what I think. That's why, like, Global is just a better version. It's the version that gets treated better. People can get upset at that all they want to, which they will, but it's true. Global is just a better version. If anyone approaches me and says, Truth, what version should I play? I'll tell you Global. Like, I would tell, like, Nano, like, dude, there's no reason not to do, like, for Nano, there's no reason not to main Global. With the Pilaf Trove discount packs and stuff like that, if you're a paying player, you think it's better to be playing JP? It's not. It's not. Again, Global has had very unfair treatments at times. There's been very stupid things, 100%, but this pretend make-believe nonsense of global is so bad, it's so tough being a global player, that shit's gone. It's gone. I would be on board if there's no hype because we're 6 months behind. That's valid. But at the same time, remember, I'm also someone who said that global should be caught up since 2016. Since I started playing the game, I said global should be caught up. And as I've had this platform, now I'm up above like 400k subs and stuff like that. And I've constantly been saying they should catch global up. They should catch global up. They should catch global should not be behind. I've been saying this for years, right? I'm not just saying shit. You can fact check it. I've been saying it for years, right? So now the global is going to get caught up, and I think global is also going to even still, because people, I'm sure when we look in the comments, there's a lot of comments here. Yeah, dude, this is a lot. I'm sure once we get through it, people are going to be in here talking about, oh, yeah, the discounts, like this stuff, this is our compensation for being 6 months behind, which, I don't know that that's true. I think that's bullshit. I don't think that's actually a thing. And I do expect that global's still going to be getting this stuff, even once we're caught up. We'll see. I don't know. I have no inside info. I don't know. But my assumption is that a lot of this type of stuff is probably still going to be sticking around for global. At least these are, for sure. But we'll see. I should also mention, so right here, if we take a look at the likes versus dislike percentage, a typical video is, I want to say like 98% to me. Yeah, like 90, you guys can see. 98%. These are at 97, okay? Like, these are kind of like the typical numbers for me. So, 72 for this. This is probably my lowest one ever. I wish I could just click and it would show. Might be my lowest ever, I think. This one was pretty low as well. And then even the next couple of videos after last night were still, I think, a bit lower, probably because of this. So, people were very upset. I gotta hook up my new mouse, man. If I hit that, no, I can't do it like that. Okay, here, let's just, we'll start with the top comments first. I did look at a couple of them, yesterday when I was thinking about recording last night, but I decided to just lay it down. Okay, so, yeah, we'll start with the top comments, and then we'll look through some of the newer comments as well. So we'll see. I'll try my best not to be too, I can't think of it. What's a good word? Obnoxious? I don't know. Something like that. All right, let's see. Because obviously, once these were shown, it's like, okay, well, yeah. The one thing, though, that was, if you said anything along these lines, you were full of shit. The 9th anniversary is dry, is boring, has bad pacing. If you said any of those, you are flat out wrong, and there's no need to even address it further than you're wrong, period. They knew people on a beast and needed a reason for people to summon before him. That could very likely be true. I don't think that that's out of left field, right? Like, Beast Gohan is the best unit in Dokkan history. I'm seeing a lot of global players are like, oh my god, like, yeah, he's that good. Oh, by the way, Gresh uploaded this today, huh? Oh, I'm gonna have my Caesar salad. By the way, 1 day left. My bet with Swag Kage, 30 days of salad. Today is day 29. Tomorrow, so I get today. Well, I already ordered the Caesar salad. I'm gonna have it after this. Today's day 29. Tomorrow's day 30. And then Swag Kage loses. I think I'm probably gonna keep going with this at least for a couple of days. I am dying. I'll tell you all this. I'll post it to Twitter when I order it. At my cheat meal, I know what it is. Like, all right, like we did 30 days of salad. What am I going for? I'm gonna get. Now, people will go crazy and they'll say, oh my god, no wonder he's such a fatty. But, bro, like, I want to get just all I'm going to do. Well, I'll probably get a Baja Blast Zero. We'll get that. And then I want to get 10 Cheez-It Crunch Wraps. Bro, imagine if I do this 30-day salad shit and then, like, the Cheez-It Crunch Wrap is not even there anymore. I'm just going to double check. I'm not going to order anything. I'm just going to double check. I know I've probably taken away from the point here. Tell me that the Cheez-It Crunch Wrap is still there. Wait. No way. Is it actually gone? No. No. Specialties. Crunchwrap? Bro. No, that's not fair. It's gone. They don't have it anymore. Damn. I should not have done the Dude, I heavily regret doing the 30 days of salads now. When I did. Bro, my whole life is a lie. Like 3 weeks ago, I decided that was going to be my post-salad cheat meal, and I can't get it. Bro. I can't. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Not a shaft if it's the same thing that JP got. Battlefield current situation isn't a shaft because Global could do summons for LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan 1.5 decade ago, get Clash medals out, save currency. So, this is referring, so Global cut off, they skipped a bunch of battlefields, right? Which I thought was a good idea to get, like, to where, like, Global and JP are on the same battlefield. The problem, though, by doing that is Global misses out Global misses out on a ton of battlefield currency, and we're talking about a currency shop where, you know, I have played every single one of Battlefield 2.0 since it's come out, and I don't have enough currency to rainbow all the characters. So obviously Global players who are missing out with, like, I don't know what the number is. Do we have someone in here that says the number? I don't know. I don't see the number in here, but it's a huge number. 900k currency. Oh, but okay. This is what I think they could have done. They could have literally just given Global players like 900k Battlefield currency, and I don't think that that's like something like super ridiculous. But oh, by the way, you know what I'll say? You know what? I flipped. You guys were right, and I was wrong. Right? Bam. There you go. It was a Global shaft. Because I think what they could have done, yeah, skipping Battlefields was good. It was a good idea. It's what they should have done. But they could have just dropped, again, 900k Battlefield currency in, like, Global players' gift box. I mean, they still could, like, when the sync happens. I think that would be acceptable. I don't have the number on hand how much currency it is that Global players lose, because there was maybe a good 7 Battlefield skips, something like that. But yeah, I mean, this was certainly much more of a Global shaft than, I mean, this was not even a Global. Even if it was the same banner JP got, this would not have been a Global shaft. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Okay. So what Truth is saying is he perfectly understood that Matsu said the format wouldn't be used in the second part of 9th anniversary. No, I forgot. This part right here, like where he says that they're using it to jumpstart the first part of the anniversary. I had completely forgotten that he had said that. He didn't. He said his format used in part 1, but did not say it would only be used in part 1. I mean, that's true, but people have got to start understanding the kind of, like, lawyer speak that they give, right? Like, Amatsu, here's another example. Amatsu did not directly say that, like, you know, the characters only on JP who are not on Global. So we're talking about UI Goku, Topo, although I think Topo's coming to Global, like, next week or in 2 weeks or something like that. Cell Max, again, UI Goku, Jiren, and then JP is going to get a Dokkan Fest. JP is going to have a Dokkan Fest on the 31st. Amatsu did not say those characters will not be out when Global syncs at the end of August, but he basically said they're not going to be out when Global syncs in August. It's literally the same thing. It's applicable here as well, right? It's like, if you see what he says in... No, here, we don't need this anymore. If you see what he says in this, I mean, it's very obvious what he's saying. Okay, so continue on. So saying, like, Truth will act like it's a gotcha moment, but didn't even know about it until after he made his video because it was so apparent. Yeah, I forgot about it. I mean, but bro, like, I'm not gonna come on here and lie. I forgot about it. I did. I mean, I streamed this. We talked about this extensively. All the stuff Amatsu was saying. Remember, Gresh was there. Like, yeah, that was in my head, but I forgot. Period. But regardless, again, Global did end up getting discounts. One thing about replying to some of these comments here is that these comments, keep in mind, were made without the context of there actually being ticket discounts. And there was no way. I would have said for sure that Global's not going to get the tickets. Like, after seeing the data download and stuff like that, like, I would have, like, if you asked me 24 hours ago, is Global getting tickets? I'd say, no way, man. 99% chance Global's not getting tickets. And there was no way to know until the banners dropped, right? Like, there was no way to know. Because they could have just been just paid tickets, right? But there was both. But again, there's no way to know until the banner's actually dropped. So that's the only thing about doing this now, is that a lot of these guys or girls, a lot of their comments don't have the context that Global did end up getting the. So it's like I'm kind of like talking to them with full context, whereas their comments can't have full context. That's the only thing about it. This ain't the take, Chief. We should be advocating for JP getting more instead of Global getting less. Okay, but I mean, I don't. Was I advocating for Global getting less? No, I'm just saying. And bro, dude, something about this, I don't like the way this is worded. Global getting less. Global has always gotten more, man. Always. Global has always gotten more. Always. Guys, please. Like, I understand that, my audience is 99% global players. And I've said this a million times, right? But like, guys, I understand you're playing global and, it's easy to just, oh my God, poor global. We're all victims. But like, guys, global is always getting more, man. They are. It's true. And my point is, if global gets the same part 2 banner as JP, that's not some big global, like, dude, the way people were talking is like, oh my God, they're gonna stick it to us no matter what. Like, it's like everyone just like got entrenched in like this pit of suffering. Like, let's get into like the live stream of suffering, all of us. Poor us. Oh, it's like, guys, this is not a global shaft. Now, of course, but here's the thing, Sean, which I didn't just start saying this around this video either. I've been saying that I think Global's gonna keep some shit like this when the sync happens. I've been saying it. Yeah, of course, it's best if Global keeps all that and then JP gets it as well. But, I mean, is that actually gonna happen? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think that this is stupid. This is a major deflection away from points that we're talking about. This is just, let me hide behind this shit. Again, I mentioned it yesterday, but this is what like a lot of the private server players will do. Like, they kind of just want to shield themselves behind this of, oh my God, your dick's sucking like $1 billion corporation. No, I'm just pointing out how the stuff that's being said is stupid as hell. It's got nothing to do with a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Nothing at all. So, I think that this is a stupid point. Like, we don't even need to spend too much time on that. That's dumb. Okay, so this is I mean, you guys know, this is a bug that could happen. It's so funny, YouTube, man. The notifications, sometimes, if you go straight to the video from notifications, it takes, like, I don't know if it's, like, processing needs to be finished a little bit. I think it's an issue on mobile only. I think is the problem, where audio isn't there. If you go to a lot of different videos, you will see this. Like, some of the earliest comments would be like, oh, like, no audio or something like that. There is audio. It's just like a YouTube bug, right? Truth will blame Global Players not being able to read, but in his original videos covering the banners, he never once mentioned it being a Part 1 exclusive. Well, I mean, but wait, we definitely talked about the stuff that Amatsu was saying right here. Like, which one was it? That's this. Like, we definitely talked about that in here, right? Like, we had Goresh on at points, so like we're going through it. Like in these points right here and stuff like that. I mean, to be fair, a lot of the discussion about this was so focused on like the sync stuff, which again I think is fully 100%. I mean, but that's a different point entirely. Like, I've agreed that the sync has been handled shitty since day one. When I'm in a dick riding Amatsu competition, my opponent is a Truth DT. Okay, again, we're ignoring all points to just kind of like default to that. I mean, sure, there's no point in even really engaging with that. Oh, good. Here we go. This guy. They treat JP and Global like 2 different games. Yeah, they do. Hold on. We're going to come back to this in 2 seconds, but I'm curious about this. They treat JP and Global like 2 completely different games. Yeah, they do. They treat Global better, man. Like, yeah, Global players will complain about any minor inconvenience. That's true, but again, this is so funny. I'm going to assume C Birdie is saying that Global gets treated bad. But this comment is factually true that Global gets treated better, man. Like, it is true, but I'm going to assume this is a Global player trying to say that Global gets treated worse when it doesn't. That's the entire point of the video. That's what the title is. Getting the same and better treatment than JP constantly is not a Global shaft. Like, that's the point, man. Okay. I mean, a lot of this does turn into like a huge war. Uh, yeah, I don't know how much box space. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I don't think I mentioned box space even one time ever in this, did I? I don't think so. I don't think I mentioned box space at all. See, like this is just like someone commenting like, "Oh, I'm actually getting so sick of this." Like, bro, like I didn't talk about box space. I don't. I mean, maybe I'm offhand. At 57 minutes out of the an hour and 21 minutes, I mentioned it briefly. Like, I don't know. Here, let's go back to this. Okay, so let's take a look what we got right here. Oh, well, instantly, brother. I don't know. Like, I give this guy free reign. This is one of my biggest, what do we want to call it? Haters or whatever. I give this guy free reign on every video to just go with what he likes. But, I mean, listen, Vipes. I mean, brother, you want to step into the arena? We could step into the fucking arena, buddy. Okay? Where is the 77 stones JP got for their 9th anniversary live stream? I don't know. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm not wrong. I remember specifically because people in chat. What was the number Global got from this? Oh, damn, dude, I can't remember. Man, am I really gonna have to go look this up? There was a number where it's like, I guess I'll go to the Twitter. Hold on, we're gonna come back to this in 2 seconds because this shit is this is stupid right here. 400 stones from line. Stop it. I mean, what is it? 7 per week? I will tell you directly, that is not even close to matching up with all of the discounted summons Global has gotten. This, brother, again, all of these discounts Global gets way eclipses this shit. Nice try. This I'll give you. I'll give you this. I'll give you the third one. I'll give you guys the Battlefield stuff. Hold on. Let me grab a couple of things here. All right, now see, this is the shit, man, that happens so often, right? Is like we're just gonna directly laser effing focus. Oh, JP got 77 stones. Oh my God, let's all cry tears. Poor Global. How will Global players ever survive with this terrible, like, unfair treatment? Because Global, I mean, what do we got right here? Global has only got, oh, whoops, wrong one. No, not that either. Global only got 20. Okay, but then there's also these. Oh, but then there's also this as well, which is 60. And then Kai's. And then these tickets, right? And then this, the reason I pulled this up was to point that out. Global's going to end up with more summon tickets like always. That's another big thing. Of course, the discounts. Don't forget the friend summon shit. Now, this is exactly the same thing, right? Now, a lot of Global players will, like, they'll roll their eyes and say, oh, we're going to get another friend summon banner shit. But, like, it's part of the picture. Like, the whole picture needs to be painted, and this is part of it, that every year, Global gets these friend summons. On JP, there has been nothing with the friend summon since 2018. That is not the case on Global. Like, at a certain point, we need to be honest, and not just try and, try and present things in such a certain way that we're just completely ignoring context and all of the shit that Global gets that JP doesn't, man. Like, come on. Like, the one major reason I've wanted so bad is for, like, the sync to happen and for it to be one game. I think the JP versus Global shit, like, any of that is so obnoxious. It's like, I am not down with, like, Xbox versus PlayStation shit. Or, like, I don't know, iPhone versus Android. I do think a lot of that shit is corny. And I think that the, like, Global versus JP type shit is corny too, just like that stuff, right? Like, I only play shit on PlayStation, but I do not hate on Xbox whatsoever, or Nintendo. I set, like, because when I have time to play stuff, I just want to add to my collection of trophies. It's just, this is kind of like my hobby. Like, I really enjoy adding to my collection, right? But so, like, if I play, like, Nintendo or something like that, I'm not doing that. So when I have time, like, I'm going to play something on PlayStation. But, like, I thought that, like, Tears of the Kingdom was one of the best games ever. Now, I haven't actually played it myself, but I've watched so much gameplay of it, right? Like, it's the same thing. Like, this Global vs. JP shit is so dumb, which is why it's unfortunate that we're here, but whatever. Okay. Could I tell you where all those stones are on Global? Yeah, I mean, yeah, we just went into it. Now, this one, I think, sure, we could say this is... I'll give you all the Battlefield stuff, sure. Tons of Global shafts this year, like the 1 million lost Battlefield currency. Okay, sure. Well, okay, and so on. I'll give you the Battlefield currency, but what else is there? Global tickets have always been seen in the conversation for these kinds of issues, to an extent. But I mean, again, I'm pretty sure that Global is going to be keeping a lot of this type of stuff even after the sync happens. And if that's the case, then like this stuff just completely goes out the window. It's just completely gone, as it's wrong. Now they deliberately remove the tickets for no reason. See, this is where, again, it is kind of unfair to this guy, even though this guy's my biggest hater out there. It's unfair to him because this comment doesn't have the context of knowing that we did, in fact, get tickets. So we did get tickets. Going out of your way to mock people who are upset about it. I mean, a little bit. Like, I don't know that that's completely wrong. Like, what I have highlighted right there, sure. But it's not that people are just, like, upset about it. It's now, like, people are just outright lying, saying, okay, it's the worst celebration ever. Oh, my God, it's, oh, Jesus, it's so dry. What is it? They said, like, the release schedule of when they're doing stuff is terrible. And that's why during the video, yesterday, I pulled it up in here, I pulled it up that like every 2 days, every 4 days, they're dropping tons of content. Like, it's like people just start to get super disingenuous about it. So I'm going to push back. I mean, the thing about me, which you guys will see, is I'm always going to tell you what I actually think without really being too concerned about how people are going to take it. I will tell you what I'm thinking at the current moment. And what I was thinking, and still am, is that it was way overblown for something that was not that big of a deal. It's global players being upset that they, get better treatment all the time, but this one time we don't. Well, it's a huge issue. Like, guys, the Beast Gohan banner, even let's say there wasn't tickets, the Beast Gohan banner was not going to be worse than JP's. I think I would have understood if it was worse than JP's banner. That would be fair, I think, in bounds. Because now it's like, what the fuck? Like, it's the best unit in Dokkan history, the one everyone wants to summon for, and now we get a worse banner than JP. Like, that would make sense. But it was literally the exact banner JP got. So I thought it was being way overblown. So, of course, I'm going to address it, dude. Yes. Why? Oh, why? Just explain why. Just find it so weird. Just acknowledge that it's douchey and go out of the way to remove tickets after global. Oh, again, I'll give you this. But then we start to get into this shit. Like, it's like, bro, like what? You're just like throwing out numbers and not factoring in like different stones and shit like that. Global got that JP didn't get, right? Like, offhand, I don't have an accounting of every single like social media stone both versions got, but I bet your fucking ass if we do sit down and go through it and we account tickets as well, which every single anniversary Global gets like 100+ tickets. This Global, these tickets, JP didn't get these, right? Like, that matters, man. And we're just pretending, like, we're just going, oh my God, 600+ stones that Global's never gotten. Completely disingenuous, buddy. Curious here. Yeah. This right here is a huge deal. Doesn't think outside of his own opinion. Sure. I mean, I'm looking at it from y'all perspective, but a lot of y'all are just flat out wrong, unfortunately. Whales don't care about stones. Blissless is not all the way wrong. I usually don't really care so much personally about like stone gifts and stuff like that they give out. That is true. Like, I care much more about, well, box face. Now someone's typing up their angry comment. Oh my God, I mentioned box face. Sure, right? That makes sense. At least gold players have 4,000 bucks face for the summoning. We're not going to do. Well, okay, but again, to an extent, you are wrong, Blissless, because the JP, like, I am a huge whale, but all the other huge link levelers I know of are not a whale like I am. Like, again, Runo is a Japanese player. I think he has the #1 JP power level, although it doesn't matter because we're all pretty much capped out right at the very end, right? Like, I've got like 100 characters. I have a little bit more box space than him, so I'll get past him eventually, but like we're capped. Those JP players are not whales. They're not. Like, whaling has nothing to do with link leveling and getting the highest power level. That's where, again, just a lot of these players, they just want to victimize themselves and go, oh, we're not whales, so, we don't matter. and we can't compete with that and stuff like that. Like, no, like this is not even the box space shit for power level. It doesn't even have anything to do with being a whale. You don't need to be a whale to have the highest power level. You could just grind free-to-play characters, which is a lot of what players do. That's not even really truth. The issue with Truth's Take title is that we aren't actually getting the same treatment. Bro, like, see, like, no offense, Carlos, but a lot of you guys are just flat out delusional. Like, I guess I am kind of wasting my time here because you guys have your thoughts and you're not going to come off of it when you guys are delusional as hell, man. Like, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, we aren't actually getting the same treatment, Carlos. Yeah, you know why? Because you guys got better treatment, right? You have better treatment, dude. Please. I'm done with this whole one. All right, we went over that. It's Global Shaft because they took away something that was good. It's a global shaft because we want to decide it's a global shaft. Feels much worse to have the best banners ever taken away than if they never existed in the first place. I think that this is just one of the... I mean, I apologize to any of y'all if I'm too rude here, but this is just so stupid. This is complaining that the Part 1 banners were too good. This is what I'm talking about. This is why this guy... I feel like this is so disingenuous and fucking dumb. And I'm going out of my way to mock people who are upset about it. Bro, are you not... Dude, this shit is just like... It's delusion, man. Come on. Again, we're just deflecting. Riding Amatsu, no, I'm making good points. Yeah, this is correct. This is correct. Thank God the sync is coming. I don't know about rage baiting. I'm battling with people because I just think that they're, again, being ridiculous. Child. Oh, yeah, here we go. The man-child behavior. Oh, my God. Oh. Like, bro, like, guess what? Like, Dokkan is kind of like my job, and it's a thing that I really love about and stuff like that. Like, yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem with them having 100 comments. That's fine. He'll say whatever it is that gets some more views. Dude, a lot of these people do self-report themselves. I swear to God. Like, so often, we haven't seen any ego comments in here so far. But I swear, this is what I think. I think a lot of times when you'll see people slide out shit like that, it's they're... Damn, I'm missing my words. I'm like not clear-headed right now to like think of these things I'm going to say. But like, it's a self-report. This guy is self-reporting what he would do in my position. That's what this is. I'm not baiting because it gets me more views. I'm telling you how I feel. I think people are being very disingenuous about the game right now, and I'm battling that, right? And then, like, this guy would do this, so then he's just applying that to me. That's the way I feel. I think a lot of times you'll see people throw that ego shit out, and it's stupid. I think it's because that's how they themselves would be if they were in my position, and that's why they say that. Ego, I see ego thrown out so much, and I think it's a mockery of the word. The same thing here. Like, come on. Would get him global goodwill. What? You think this would get... You think anywhere in my head I would think that this would get me global goodwill? Global players are 99% of my audience, and I've said this forever. He's just another player. His opinion's not any more important than someone who doesn't do YouTube full-time. Well... damn, I can't... I mean, there's something... right, okay. Doing YouTube full-time is not something that makes me any different from any other player. But there is a different thing, which I'm not talking about. But yeah, user. You get off today. You're lucky. Yep, again, here we go. This is just deflecting. You can't address any of my points. You can't. Like, they're just going to go, oh my God, you're just meat riding them, so there's no point. We'll see. Again, we'll see if Global's going to be getting some of the stuff afterwards. Players being frustrated they're getting worse value for their stones is warranted. Timeout. Again, it's the same value that JP players always get. Hence the title. Getting the same treatment is not a global shaft. We're circling back around to the major point. Calling them crybabies over this seems wrong to me. I will still say people were being crybabies, and then Oh, by the way, yeah. Let's take a look at some new comments. I mean, this is kind of just okay. I mean, like it does seem like it's kind of like, well, yeah, we're just agreeing with him. Okay, but it is true that JP had none of it. Did have global exclusive tickets? Still the best part one format. Such a global shaft. Okay. Truth. I get referred to as Truth more often. Like Nano knows my name, but he calls me Truth. Afro knows my name, but he calls me Truth. So the answer to that is yes. Most people call me Truth. Even I mean even some of the girls I've messaged or texted or something like that. A lot of them have ended up calling me Truth for a while. I mean, there was the one big ex I had. She did call me Nick, but yeah. Oh, okay. Here we go. I'm curious about this. Play Globuson's physical Broly. That's the end of 2016. Well. Yeah, before second anniversary. Okay, good. Mr. Deep in Cheeks. Let's see what he says here. Remember how damn dry and still this game was, and let's say that this celebration's so damn amazing, man. It's so good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is a long-time player. He was around for, like, the dead Yamcha month and shit like that. Okay. How bad the game was back then. Yeah, it truly was, man. Only thing I'm upset about is Cellmax UI Giranto. And guys, I've been on board with y'all the whole time. I think that this is valid. Exactly. Yes. I think being upset, where is UI Goku? When does Cellmax come out? I think those are completely valid because it was stupidly and horribly handled by Dokkan. The sync was. Yes, I agree. And I'm on board. I'm backing y'all. And I've directly told them that they've handled it bad. So, yeah. Yes. It's handled horribly. I'm with y'all. I agree 100%. I have all the characters all these days. Don't know everything game. Been through almost all. Y'all crying over banner takes until 10th anniversary. We don't get those either. Can't wait for Shoot's video on that. Well, I do. Man, I don't know. I'm not gonna be shocked if like Global does have a lot of extra discounts that JP doesn't. When we're saying seriously. Sounds like he's upset. We don't like how shit turned out. You play JP, not even a global player. I'm upset that you guys don't like how shit turned out. Oh, sort of. It's not that I'm upset that people are upset. I'm upset at the, because this happened, and then all of a sudden people are like, oh, the celebration's dry, the celebration sucks ass, and stuff like that. It's just kind of being disingenuous, and that's what I'm mostly battling about with that. Okay. Is me not getting the unit, sure. Communication sucks. Well, wait a minute, Come Nacho. You're replying after we found out. Come Nacho made this comment knowing that there's discounts, though. Their communication sucks. I mean, I don't agree. Not in relation to 9th anniversary. No, it doesn't. I disagree with this. If we're talking about in relation to 9th anniversary, I disagree. Now, but the thing is that people, like, we're talking about 9th anniversary, and then they'll switch it up on me. Like, even yesterday, I think it might have been on this. Let's just take a glance. There was one post. Wait, what is this? Everyone is summoned. Yeah, of course. Dude, it's greatest unit in Dokkan history, man. There's a specific quote. I think it's this. Oh, okay. No, this must not have been the tweet. But, like, again, we're talking about the 9th anniversary, right? And someone had quoted me with, like, every single, like, global shaft moment that had happened. And I'm talking about the legitimate global shafts, right? Like, remember when Global Dokkan was broken for a week and you couldn't use support items, you couldn't play the game? You want to know what the term is for that? Global shaft, right? But, like, that's not what we're talking about, man. We're talking about the 9th anniversary. I think we could kind of wrap it up here. I mean, is there, because a lot of the top comments, it's just people saying like this. Like, this is not, I mean, you could say, again, I'm not, you guys see, I don't delete comments. I'm not shadow banning no one. You can say whatever you want to, but if you want to really try and stick it to me, like, you got to give me an essay to debunk things I'm saying. It's not, because it's like, this doesn't, you know, it's whatever. Well, that's what, but the sync is going to happen, thankfully. Yeah, again, the only thing is I don't think I really mentioned box space. Like, box space had almost nothing to do with what I was talking about. See, that's some, like, so, like, it's not, like, this is not, like, some clever gotcha, because I wasn't really talking about box space. Yep, okay. That's so tough, man. I believe him that can happen. That is so tough. I feel bad for him. That would be brutal, dude. Because, again, this is, in terms of value, like, it almost actually seems impossible. Here, let's get this closer. Like, bro, like, a featured unit, and he just, none of them were Broly. Like, it's like, I would almost want to see, like, I do believe it could happen, but I would want to see what the end result would look like at the same time. That's so brutal. I'm sorry, Trivium. That's tough. That's tough. Because like, if this was on every banner, I bet you I would have, like, let's say this has been on every major banner ever. I probably would have ended up spending maybe even as much as less than half of the overall stones I've spent. I'm sure I've spent over 1 million stones summoning. I bet you I would have spent less than half if this was on every single banner ever. Not talked about enough. No, it is, Colin. It is talked about a lot. And that's why maybe because it's talked about so much, they finally are going to end that, which is good. And we're going to get the sync, which is the way it should be at all times. Global gets treated better because JP Celebration is significantly more exciting. Yep, well, thank God that's about to end, man. It's all same time. Video games are about fun. Yes, ding, 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 ding. I agree. I agree 100%. And I think that people shouldn't feel like they need to force themselves to play this game just because it's free or just because they've played it for a while. You should play the game if you're having fun. If these things piss you off, don't play the game. All right? 100%. Like, video games should be fun. Yes. That's why Sonic Superstars, bro. The ending of this game was not fun. That's not fun at all. Getting fresh units after reveal is much more fun than getting them 6 months later. True. Small benefits are nice that don't fully make up for it. Okay. I don't know that small benefits is the correct term for the massive discounts. Can you guys tell that my mouse is not working? I really gotta hook up my new mouse. I just like end up like I'm just like recording around the clock and I just don't get to like I will disagree that it's small benefits, man. Yeah, again, I mean, we're, oh yeah, I'm doing tricks on the multi-billion-dollar corporation. JP Glaze? No, that's not a correct statement. That's not what I was doing. It's, what I was doing was I was glazing global. So this comment should say the amount of global glaze is what I was doing. Well, guess what, Caleb? We got the sync coming right away, and again, this is also a little bit disingenuous because Global hasn't gotten the same. They get the same plus a ton of extra shit. Pretty sure we aren't synced yet. Yeah, that's next month. Yes. Caleb, yeah. Yep, they should have. Scummy behavior by whoever ends the game. Introduce a new banner format. Take it away from the most anticipated banners of the year. Yeah, but okay. Oh! He came back and edited it. Okay, we got the tickets. Still kind of sucks not getting. Come on, brother. You can't, bro. You cannot, dude. Like, how much extra shit do you guys need, man? Bruh, come on. Come on, dude. Not as bad as I thought. Like, bro, like, how much extra shit do y'all need, man? Like, I know. Well, I mean, that's not really fair because it is a gacha game. Like, it's, again, remember, the whole point of the game is for them to try and get people to spend money. So, I don't know. I'm on bruh's side right here. I do appreciate the edit because some of these, like, I can't go in. The guy I really want to go in on is Vipes. I mean, this is the same goddamn knucklehead who's talking about Tech UI Goku is an amazing tank as he just dies every video. Yeah, dude, sure, kid. Like, I'd love to go in on him harder, but again, he doesn't have the context that they did get the tickets. I think we're done here. I feel like we kind of, again, like, Global ended up winning for sure, because Global has never had part 2 discounts, yet they got part 2 discounts again, right? Like, it's like part 1 was the best banners ever. Part 2 is better banners than JP has ever had, ever. So Global has the best banners ever. And then the part 2 banners are still, they're not as good as part 1, but they're still better than any single banner JP's ever had. And, like, people just pretend that that's not something that happens. Well, they don't, okay. Yes. They don't do this because they're trying to get people to spend money, though, guys. Like, it's a gacha game. Like, a lot of complaints could be valid about gacha game tactics and practices, but at a certain point, you have to acknowledge you are playing a gacha game, right? Like, that's, yeah, they don't do, why do they not tell us who the part 2 characters are, right? Like, because they want people to blow their load with stones, and then, oh my god, no, part 2 is what I really wanted. Time for me to buy. Like, that's why, man. I mean, okay, it was a scummy move. But we're more so talking about gacha game practices, right? And the fact that you're defending is crazy to me. But at a certain extent, like, too, it just feels very disingenuous when it's not, like, people frame this as some monster shaft for Global, and that's not what it was at all, man. I just think it's crazy to frame this under the, oh my god, we're such victims. No, this is so unfair. Like, bro, like, you'll had the best banners ever in part 1, and then you're just gonna get regular part 2 banners, which is a reoccurring thing, anniversary after anniversary after anniversary. But then even on top of that, it wasn't. It was the 3+1 with tickets. So, all right, we're good. Oh, wait, hold on. You aren't looking at their perspective. Okay, let's take a look. JP was super hyped, but finally got Beast plus new Gogeta and Broly saying, yup. Global's been like 6 months, not nearly as hype. Been waiting for Sync, plus all the disappointment about the Sync. Yeah, and I mean, there has, again, very valid. There's been a lot of disappointment about the Sync. I think people are just less hyped, more critical on the game state right now. Sure, but they're wrong. Right? But they're, yeah, no, I get you. But they are wrong. If this game dies, his career channel is dead. I don't think that that's true, but I, like, like, from kind of, how do I word this? The position I'm at now, I probably do fall quite a bit. But, I mean, do I think that that's actually true? No. I mean, again, I'm not, like, however I word this, this is where people go, oh, his ego. Like, no, I'm kind of just, like, directly replying to something. But I do think I'm kind of, like, big enough that, like, Dokkan, like, I'm not gonna be kind of as big as I am without Dokkan for sure. If, like, let's say, like, it goes away tomorrow or something like that. But, I mean, do I think that, like, me as, like, a streamer or content creator is dead? No. I don't think so. I think I am kind of, again, I'm not trying to gloat or anything, but I do think I've kind of reached, like, a level above that. Like, what would stop me is not, like, the death of Dokkan, but, like, me doing, like, really stupid shit like some other big content creators have done. That would be what would end the career channel, not Dokkan going away. So I don't have to dick ride at all. I don't. And dude, there's stuff I can't. I have never been told I'm not allowed to criticize the game. Let me say that. Can I say that? I've never been told that I'm not allowed to say negativity about the game. And again, Steel, I've said a lot of negative things about the game. I've said a lot of negative things about Amatsu, man. Okay? Like, they announced the banner from the anniversary. Basically have that taken back. Which part 1 is deceptive. Deceptive is not the correct word. It was not deceptive. I don't, bro, like, this is, no, like, see, this is bullshit, too. That's horse shit. The whole point of me telling people to skip banners and shit like that is under the context that, yes, you guys are average players who aren't spending thousands of dollars. That's why I say, like, you can't just summon on every single banner. You need to, like, ignore Ultimate Gohan, ignore First from Frieza, ignore Android 21, ignore all the kind of, like, just, like, regular kind of shit, and be ready for these big-ass banners. I don't know. This thing that, like, I just can't understand the average player, like, no, yeah, I do, unfortunately for you guys who just want to say that. I do, because, I mean, we could, It'll be easier if I go to the stream section, but you know, we go all the way down. Oh, let's go all the way back. This is the last comment. I already went longer than I wanted to. Here we go. My first ever stream. This is the first stream I ever did anywhere. Twitch or anything like that. Look, I streamed the Shining Force 3 right there. Damn, look at this. So we go to this, right? Oh, that quality's so bad. Okay. You see these stones I have, guys? I re-rolled for Super Vegito, and then you know what I didn't do after that? I didn't summon. For 7 or 8 months, or whatever it was. Saved stones. Like, again, acting like do you think I'm that senile that I don't remember this? From 2017? Like, I guess what? I remember this very well. I remember seeing Buhan's banner dropping and not being able to really summon for him. All these cool-ass characters, not being able to really summon for them. Again, this stupid-ass notion. Yeah, damn. Whew. How good it was back then to be a global player and have all this shit. Oh my god, dude. I wish I still had access to this. Oh, how lucky I was back then. But these stones I've got right here, guys, these are not bought stones. We're not... Oh, I pulled him. Oh, we got him. I've heard that this Gohan, he hits really hard when he's super attack level 10. So, you know, we'll see. Bulma. I'm okay with getting that Bulma. That Trunks, no. All right, oh, yeah. This Vegeta... A lot of people have been getting trolled on the Japanese version of the game because they just released a brand new Majin Vegeta who's like he can Dokkan into an LR card, be really, really crazy good. But he has almost the same silhouette as this Vegeta, so a lot of people have been getting trolled by that. Batamo. Ah, damn, Ultimate Gohan. Oh shit, yeah, yeah, boy! Let's go! Fuck yes! It's just, yes! The free multi-summon! Yeah, sorry. I can't, I mean, I'll give you all the, I remember being that excited for that. Unfortunately, pulling the character now, it definitely doesn't elicit the same response. All right, cool, we got him, 4 more to go and stuff like that. But, again, I'm sorry to disappoint you guys, but no, I'm not some out-of-touch, dumb ass. Like, I know what it's like for the average player. Actually, I do, okay? So thank you. All right. Title shows True doesn't know anything about global. Wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You are wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Guess what? Global gets treated better. It's how it goes. You don't sign your name on a contract when you play global that says we must pretend we get treated way worse than poor global. Okay? Like, you don't have to do that, man. Global gets a lot of good shit too, and I don't think Global's losing a lot of this stuff as it moves forward, but we'll see what's going to happen. So, let me know what you guys think. Again, in terms of Global moving forward, I think that we're going to see probably Topo come out in a couple of weeks. We'll see. And then we're going to be moving right into the game being synced. I think it's going to be very refreshing for just everything coming out at the same time on both versions. I think the games will truly be better for it, and I cannot wait. Let me know what you guys think. I love you guys. Mwah! I'll catch you guys next time.